All right, our special guest, Angie Wong. She is a GOP committee woman and Republican strategist from Miami, along with Thane Rosenbaum. He is a distinguished professor at Touro University, Newsmax contributor, and the author of that book right there, Beyond Proportionality, Israel's Just War in Gaza. So here in New York, Thane, you live in a community, obviously New York City, and the surrounding area with a lot of Jewish Americans. You, Angie, in South Florida, a lot of Jewish Americans. It seems like there are two different ways that are being handled. We don't see I mean, maybe you do, but I don't see the anti-Semitism on display in South Florida. We certainly clearly see it here in New York. Why? Start with you. Any reason why?
Oh, well, a lot of it is brewing on the college campuses, right? And then it's bleeding onto our streets. It's almost fashionable, as Jonathan has just said. And I can't imagine we're back 100 years ago. We're doing this again. So, you know, for my communities, both in New York and in Florida, this isn't just an attack on Israel. This is an attack on the Western world. And I see all of us being attacked because of this. But I think in South Florida, it's heavily protected. We love our neighbors there. It's sad to see a cop car outside of a lot of our religious schools. I feel terrible when I see that every day when I pick up my own children, that they have to go through this. And you know, I feel like we're just not talking to our neighbors, and that's where, you know, why we're here now. But you know, outside of this, I think the message has been really confused on, you know, whether you're pro-Palestine, anti-Israel. It's all mixed up in this muck. And I think that's probably the reason, you know, we're here and we're in this mess where no one knows how to get out of it. We do need to have an off-ramp out of this.
Well, the stupid that we saw on display on college campuses and in the streets, you know, pro-Palestine, first, some of them didn't know what the hell they were talking about, but others, it wasn't pro-Palestine, it was pro-Hamas, which they are now outwardly saying. So we have people who are literally supporting not only a terrorist organization, but what they did on October 7th. And I try to frame it for those of us who were alive on September 11th. Could you imagine if they were saying, you know, we support Al-Qaeda in our streets? How would we react? And that's similar to what we're dealing with right now.
Rob, I don't want to rock your world, but CNN has footage that they never show of the Palestinians throwing candy on 9/11. Yeah, they don't show it, but I remember watching CNN. The Palestinians were celebrating by throwing candy on 9/11. So this has been going on for a very long time. In terms of Angie's, she lived in a red state. New York City is about to elect a Marxist mayor. Enough said, right? In the progressive mindset of Marxist and Islamist connection, hating Jews is a sign of human rights. It's an example of justice and resistance. They have normalized the hatred of Jews by saying it's a good thing, it's not a bad thing. I have to do this in order to support the Palestinian people. The Jews should be killed. There should be no Jewish homeland. So we're living in a warped world where up is down. And so, you know, I'm not surprised that there's a difference in Florida. In Florida, as a red state, I don't even know if they have a Students for Justice in Palestine chapter at the University of Florida or University of Miami. I'm not even sure that exists. Here, they run the table.
Yeah.
The student Qatar's money dominates Columbia and all of the Ivy League. I don't think Qatar has given $1 to the University of Miami or the University of Florida. So in terms of the propaganda on campus, it hasn't been bought and paid for by Qatar, and so it doesn't exist.
It's scary. It's dangerous what is going on. And there's no more adults apparently in some of our cities and in the Democratic Party, because it's the progressive left that they cannot tame, or they're giving a wink and a nod to. But both are wrong.